Effects of drug abuse and addiction. Drugs are chemicals that affect the body and brain. Some effects of drugs include health consequences that are permanent. They can even continue after a person has stopped taking the substance. Today, more than 7 million people suffer from an illicit drug disorder, and 1 in 4 deaths result from an illicit drug use. Legal drugs. Legal drugs are substances that are approved by law for sale. Legal drugs can be used in illegal ways. Illicit drugs. Illicit drugs are substances that are prohibited by law. A few examples such as cocaine, heroin, captagon and marijuana, hashish, but there are many others. The side effects of drug abuse on health. Side effects of drug addiction may include heart attacks, collapsed veins, blood vessels infection, liver failure, lung disease, stroke, mental confusion, and brain damage. Effects of drug addiction on the brain. This can influence mood, behavior, and other cognitive function. Brain damage may also occur through alcohol. Drug effects on behavior. These effects of drug abuse have serious consequences like missed work, accidents, and injuries. In fact, alcohol and drugs are partly to blame in an estimated 80% of offenses. Legal and illegal drugs, excluding alcohol, are involved in about 16% of motor vehicle crashes. In the past year, almost 12 million people drove under the influence of illicit drugs, and almost 4,000 fatally injured drivers tested positive for drug involvement. Effects of drug abuse on unborn babies. Illicit drug use poses risks for pregnant women and their babies. How do drug use affect your high school grades? Research shows that there is a definite link between teen substance abuse and how well you do in school. Teens who abuse drugs have lower grades, a higher rate of absence from school and other activities, and an increased potential for dropping out of school. Studies showed that heavy marijuana use in your teen years and continued into adulthood can reduce your IQ up to as much as 8 points. One study found that nearly 1/3 of school dropouts indicate that their use of alcohol or other drugs was an important contributor in their decision to leave school. You might lose your student loans or scholarship from drug use. Student convicted of drug crimes while receiving federal student aid could lose their grants, loans, and other study. How does drug use affect your college grades? Drug use may prevent you from getting scholarship or from getting into the school that you wanted because of poor grades. Finally, be high on life, not on drugs. Let's develop our life, our communities, our identities. This is MTA. I am Abdullah Al-Hurani.